Hi, this is Barry Lewis along with Mike Brown, and welcome to our look at Week 7 of the high school football season. And Mike, what an intriguing matchup you're going to see on Friday night at Sand Springs.
Well, I'm sure the Sandite fans hope it's going to be intriguing. I did see that game last year, and you know, Sand Springs has had a rough couple of years, but they actually played a very creditable second half against Union last year, and now, as you know, they're off to their best start in 15 years. So that'll be exciting to see how they handle this. You have to say this is their first big test, and
well, definitely is a big test. Are they for real, Mike?
I should say their second big test. They did have a big game at Booker T. Washington a few weeks ago. I guess time will tell. Meanwhile, there's at least one other big game in the Tulsa area over at Owasso.
Yes, I'll be in Owasso to see the Rams play Booker T. Washington. The teams haven't met since 2007. Of course, it would appear that Owasso should be a big favorite in this game. The Rams are ranked second and seem to be getting better every week. But I have a feeling the Hornets might give them at least a little bit of a test. Booker T. Washington's defense is playing really well. They're very opportunistic. I pick Owasso to win, but it wouldn't surprise me if Booker T. hung with them for quite a while.
You know, Booker T., I probably saw the Hornets' worst game when they lost to Sand Springs, and they played without three pretty good defensive players, and since that time, they're on a little bit of a roll. They've won impressively over Enid and Stillwater. Owasso's averaging 49 points a game in their 3 wins, starting with the upset of Union. So, you know, there you go, another exciting one.
And there will be a couple of really good running backs featured in that game. Owasso's Scotty Prelo and Booker T. Washington's Deontay Owens, a sophomore sensation who has really emerged in the past 2 weeks. And Mike, there's a good matchup in Class 3A.
Metro Christian plays Verdigris, and Verdigris came very close to upsetting Berry Hill in that district a couple of weeks ago, and as you wrote, Verdigris now probably needs a win to have any chance for a home field in the playoffs. Matt Woolslayer putting up big numbers for Metro Christian. That's going to be another hard one to pick.
Very hard. It's a toss-up. And speaking of another hard one to pick, Class A, there's a very good matchup. A couple of undefeated teams. Warner at Summit Christian.
And I'm excited. I'm probably not going to get a chance to see Summit, but it would be fun. Cameron Gilbert, the quarterback, their very first year at the Class A, or the very first year in 11-man football, and of course, people may remember that they erased a 29-point deficit a few weeks ago and came back to win, and I guess a 14-point deficit last week.
They're an incredibly high-scoring team, and they'll be facing what looks like is Class A's, at least statistically, top-ranked defense. Mike, any other matchups intrigue you this week?
Well, obviously Collinsville at Coweta, in that there's that 5-team log jam in their district, and that's going to go a long way toward sorting it out. Good quarterback, Zane McElroy for Collinsville, and Hayden Holmes for Coweta, and it's going to be an exciting week.
It will be. Thanks for joining us. For Mike Brown, this is Barry Lewis. We'll see you next week.